to a topic that's dominating the headlines, and that's cyber attacks and a gas shortage. And as you know, the Colonial Pipeline cyber attack is making waves across the national economy. And they finally turned on the pipeline back again, but it's going to take a bit of time to get the gas moving. What can you tell us about when the flow of fuel will return to normal?
So the pipeline is back up and running. Product is flowing through it. It moves very slowly, often around 5 miles an hour. And as you can imagine, it's very complex getting the pressure right and making sure that this product is moving safely. So it is taking a matter of days, and we're going to see that progress and process toward normal continue through this weekend. But so far, all indications are that it's been going very well. Now, what we don't want to do is just sit back and wait and see how it's going. That's why the president directed every part of the government, including my department, to do what we can to help in the meantime. So even while we're still waiting for the pipeline to be back at full capacity, we can take steps and have taken steps like making it easier to move fuel on trucks, creating flexibility around how long drivers can drive, how much weight can be put into tank trucks, and making sure that there are options for over water transportation of gas and petroleum products too. All of these steps taken together can help mitigate the pressure and the supply disruptions that we're seeing, even while we're waiting for a true, what I would call back to normal condition to arrive in the coming days.
We have news reports that the Colonial Pipeline or the company paid a ransom to unlock its data. Is the government aware of such a payment, or has such a payment been reported?
So I can't speak to that, but what I will say is that ransomware puts companies in, or any ransomware attack victim, in an impossible position. Paying ransom, of course, creates an incentive for more of these attacks, but often there will be individuals or companies that feel like they have no choice. That's why by far the best thing to do about these attacks is to prevent them. Now, when you have a system, large or small, it's only as strong as its weakest link. That's especially true in cybersecurity. And it's one of the reasons why we have got to make sure not only that the federal government is secure, that federal assets are fully tightened up when it comes to cybersecurity. Something that the president, by the way, recently did a cybersecurity executive order to make sure that we're doing more on that. But also we've got to recognize that so much of the critical infrastructure in this country is not owned and operated by the federal government, or sometimes by any government. After all, the Colonial Pipeline, something most of us had never heard of until this cyber attack, is a private company. And a lot of times, even on the public side, you think about our water utilities, for example, wastewater and other, sometimes electrical utilities too. They're often owned by local governments or small units. And so making sure that whether you got a local government or whether you got a multinational corporation or a federal agency, that all of these have systems and practices that make us hard targets for cyber attack. That's going to become more important each passing year, because I can tell you these kinds of threats are not going away. They're only going to become more sophisticated. Our defenses have to become more sophisticated too.